Right, hiya guys, and welcome back to the ERL F2 Championship on F1 2020. So we're coming into the penultimate round now at Baku. It's qualifying time once again, the one-shot qualifying time around the difficult Azerbaijan circuit. Make one mistake and you are starting at the back of the grid, so we've got to keep it clean and tidy here. As mentioned, this is the penultimate round now, so we've got the feature and sprint race to go here at Baku, and then next week is the Abu Dhabi finale. Of course, a feature and sprint race there too. So it's 50% the race as always for the feature race. We need to get as best position as possible on the grid. We're on the softest compound tyre to qualify on now, after the trials and tribulation of tyre compounds and what you qualify on, and then it doesn't start you on the tyres you should start on, etc. Just a glitch with F1 2020 as always. And this is a race that I was expecting, I was really pushing, I wanted to do really well, and you'll see at the first lap of the race, just after the first lap, an unfortunate incident between myself and Ollie really puts the championship in my favour from this moment in time onwards, and it wasn't the way I wanted to do it. It's going to be a spoiler now, really, isn't it, that something happens between the pair of us, and it's not something I wanted to happen in a championship battle, in a fight between myself and Ollie, but it was just a racing incident. You'll see it for yourself in just a few moments' time, but I will apologise in advance of the video to Ollie for that incident. I never really got over myself for it, and you'll see a lot of silly driving from myself in the sprint race to come as well. Just trying too hard, put a lot of pressure on myself, and got wound up with myself for what I did at the start of this race. So, as we're going to see now, we're going to cross the line. We got a little bit of wing damage as we came through the really tight section there, just as we were about to start Sector 3, but nonetheless we're coming across the line now, DRS wide open. I think we're going to get pole, but we're just going to double check and confirm that shortly, and it is indeed fastest lap of all, purple sectors throughout all sectors, and we got the lead there. And as a lot of people were cheering at this moment in time, because Gomez, the guy that we were racing with in the sprint race at Zandvoort in the final laps, he ended up qualifying third for the feature race, which is a fantastic effort by Gomez, so well done to him. And now, as always, it's time to hand you over to Joe and Dom for the commentary.
For the last 15 minutes, but we're gonna have to do without 5 lights.
We will have to do without.
Here we go! As the lights go out and it's green, green, here
Good
we
start.
go! As they rip roar into turn 1.
Good clean start by everyone there.
Yeah,
Little bit
yeah,
of
very
contact.
nice. A little bit of contact, but so far so good as they go into
Yeah.
turn 2.
Definitely pretty good.
Oh, a little bit of a hit from the wall. Someone there. It may have been
Jamie
Gomez.
caught the. I think
Careful.
Jamie caught the wall there on the exit of turn 2.
Brent's looking to make a move on Gomez. And it looks like, well, they're still too wide. As he gets the move done, Gomez and the Dusty Bin also going side by side there. As the drivers enter the castle section.
Keep pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap.
I wonder if the theme of this race is going to be more about tires or drafting.
Yeah, it's.
I think it should be more about trick than
That
I'd
too.
say it's a good balance of both, Joe. I'd say it's a good balance of both. You got the Sector 2 tight section that requires good tires, but you need to be close to the driver in front for one of the longest front stretches in the calendar.
Right. Now I was thinking because these cars are underpowered, they're probably going to draft pretty aggressively. But again, I'm not sure. I've never driven one.
Well, let's find out here as Ollie's tucked in pretty close behind the safety dance.
Probably
And
gonna
also
lose a little
Nick
air in
is-
this section.
Yeah, a little bit of air lost through this section, but
That was very understeery then, wasn't it?
Got a
yeah, wet like
move for the lead going into turn 1 here.
side by
It
side
was-
for the lead.
Plenty
Let's
of
see.
room.
Did
who comes out
everybody-
on top.
Does everybody else's car feel like a dump truck through that front stretch?
No.
Oh, there's an incident into turn 1.
Shit.
Oh,
God.
It takes
Oh,
two
my
Is everyone
asshole
clear?
clenched.
It was just tight. There was a slight touch of contact. It's just a bit of coming together.
I bounced off the wall, sorry Ollie.
Oh, you got any damage on that car? Alright, let's see how that plays out.
Looking like a recovery drive for the Iceman.
Yeah.
Bit of a train for
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't
as Brent
sustain
leads
this
the
level of
group.
damage.
Brent, then Dustin, then Mr. Gomez, and then Ollie's right behind. Don the Man is... Don the Man's getting... Oh, we call that a slide job in NASCAR. Holy Moses.
I saw a piece of something. Jamie's having a problem. Let's see what's going on up front here.
Oh yeah, let's have a look. Yeah,
Oh,
these
it looks-
cars...
Looks like he's caught the
sorry.
wall or something. Something doesn't seem right.
Maybe, yeah. These cars seem really understeery.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entirety of this track.
I think Randy might have been onto something with the attrition. We'll see how it plays out. Nick quietly working his way up to second. He seems to have some good pace too.
Yep.
I appreciate Dave for the heads up there, because he could have easily, I could have easily wrecked us both there when I had my moment.
So if I had to guess, Dom, looking at the drafting that I was seeing in that other, oh wow, it's so tight off that corner. Nick just lost the front of the car completely.
I think Nick's got damaged because yeah, he's having to downshift through that final S section.
Approaching the pit
That
wing
final
zone.
S
You'll be on
section,
the
you have to
mediums.
get out of the throttle. I mean, if you have damage or anything wrong, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be you're done for. You can tear the
And
car up
Ollie's
really
making
bad.
an early pit stop here. Let's actually look at this pit stop and see.
Yeah, I've got front right when I hit the wall. It's orange.
Peter's got a damaged wing.
Front right.
Nice.
How's that affecting your car, Josh?
Understeery.
And it takes forever to change the wing anyway.
Yeah, a wing change here will fucking end your day.
No, I don't know. Ollie seems to do a pretty good job.
Still, oh, Brent kicks up a little bit of debris on the track there, and it's still a very close battle for fourth place.
Yep. I think the drivers are just coming to grips with the track right now.
Yeah, this is definitely
looks
not
like
an
this
easy
car
track
is-
for him.
No, I think it's the car. I think the car is just really tough to drive here.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the race progresses. Nick is about a second back from Jamie, so he's still looking to advance his position there.
Do you think it's possible that Nick is trying to keep a little bit of a gap just to keep the air off in front of that car?
Well,
I mean, to keep the air
it's
on
hard
the
to
front
say.
of the car, you know?
Yeah,
I feel like he's got a much better run this time, but
yeah.
he lost the front of the car so bad that last lap.
Pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
And yeah, Dustin, and Brent are going side by side into turn one. They're still racing. Looks like Brent is going to retain the position, but here comes the crossover from Dusty.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to go in there side by side. You need the whole race line to get through there with this car. It looks like it's really compromised.
Dustin's got DRS. Gomez is keeping his distance behind this battle ongoing here. Brent getting a little bit loose.
Yeah, Brent found the throttle pretty good there. He's back on his way.
Just keeping my eye on this battle for second place here as Nick moves to the right-hand side. And they both brake at the same time. And it looks like Nick... Oh, they're still side by side. Oh, yeah, Nick's going to pick up the
They
position.
gave each other a lot of room. Smart. At this
Very
point in the
wise.
race. I mean, at the very worst, Jamie's to get a little draft, you know. He's not going to hurt himself a hell of a lot less.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I have to wonder if Nick's got pace and Jamie can draft, can they make inroads on the leader, even though, you know, Jamie's going to lose a little bit of the front arrow.
Well, yeah, you never know.
Something came off the car there.
Right, I almost ran over it.
Gomez actually...
Nick almost loses it off the corner. Jamie's gonna retake the spot. That's just, it looks like it's so
Wow,
hard to
good
get.
stuff.
They could have wing damage or something, and it's
yeah.
just making it so difficult to get the car to handle.
Yep. Let's look at some other battles on the track here. Gomez, a little ways behind from Brent. You got Matt a little ways behind from Dave Hook. Let's ride on board with Matthew 7657.
Why is it no one said anything about Dave so far? Is
Well,
he here
we're
today?
about to
Let's
see him. We're about to see him on camera. Matty goes to the left. Ooh, Dave.
Oh,
Dave goes
see.
defensive. Ow.
Matt.
You have
Matt
Don
must
and
know.
Brent on pit road.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Don and Brent going into the pits there. Dave's still going defensive. Okay, Matt taking a
Every
trajectory line
is
there.
defensive with Dave. That's what he does. Matt,
Well, let's
I
see.
believe Matt's smart enough to know he's got to make.
Brent,
the
did you do a wing change?
Gives Dave no option. He's trying to head some inter-driver
No
communication.
copper, no copper.
Holy shit, the car did not want to turn in turn 2 with these full tires.
Wait till you get to turn 12. So here we are back. We got Nick very close behind Jamie. Gomez has got
Yep.
a safe little distance there. Matt is still trying to deal with Dave, which, quite frankly, I don't envy the position Matt's in right now. Dealing with Dave can be a challenge. Dave has a way of using the whole track, the runoff, any sort of exit entry road.
Well, let
nearby
me
gas
ask you,
station.
Joe. Maybe
Yeah.
you've had first-hand experiences. What kind of lessons have you learned from racing with Dave?
From racing Dave. Okay.
Yeah.
How about
what can
this?
the average
So-
viewer take away from
My
maybe what
advice-
Matt is
yeah.
experiencing on track?
Yeah, so basically, when trying to pass someone normally, you kind of want to position your car where, you know, a little bit off and then try to just get alongside them one way or the other. With Dave, your best bet is to literally just get as far away from him as possible. Or you could just aim for a part of the track that no car belongs in because, you know, you just gotta
Nick in
put
the
a
pits,
big
by
gap.
the way. Nick
Big
and
gap.
the leader safety dance in the pits. Jamie stays out. Sorry, you were saying, Joe?
Yeah, and the best technique that I have found is to say, hey, look at that girl. And all of a sudden, you're gonna be clear.
Dave in.
Dave's in the pits, there you go. It just happened. Dave's looking at the girl right now and
After
he's
these
sorely
tires now,
disappointed.
we want to finish the race
So
on
Jamie
this
up front, it looks like Josh is in the pits.
So Nick's catching up to Randy here. Let's see what happens here. Both break early. Remember, Randy's on those old tires, and Nick's on those brand new medium compound tires.
Oh,
Oh.
cold tires. Cold tires. Watch out, guys. There's a sideways somewhere. Turn somewhere. Turn number something.
Turn 4.
Here's the Gomez car. He's had a bit of a spin someplace on the track next to those guys with the multicolored sweatshirts.
There you go.
He's up and going again.
Good stuff from Randy and Nick giving each other space there on a different strategy as Nick goes through the castle section.
This wing's fucked.
I have to say, quiet Matty, working his way up.
Yep, that's what he does.
Decision time.
Just
Wing change
runs
or
a smart,
not?
quiet race, and that's how he consistently scores good points.
I want to say Jamie doing a great job up front right now. He's had some ups and downs in the series, but today looks like to be one of his better runs. He's hitting the road now. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage to that car before we find out.
So JB hits pit road.
Left side for me.
I didn't really spin. I'm just playing the inversion diversion.
Gotcha.
Getting next time by, gentlemen. Next time
Nick's
by.
in the pits. He's gonna have pretty cold tires. Nick's coming up behind him. It's well warmed up. Let's see, we got Randy's planning on hitting pit road. I heard over the radio next time by.
Yeah,
Dustin's still out front. I wonder what his plan is.
7-1.
Now I heard after lap 7, flannel shirts go on sale on pit road. Have you heard this, Tom?
Oh, I'm just hearing about this now. Yeah, that's awesome. I might pick one up myself.
I bet Dustin will pick one up too. I hear that's what he really likes to wear on his off time, is flannel shirts. What do you think?
I heard that's the only thing he likes to wear on his off time.
Going in now, going in now. I'm
Very
back.
possible. Let's see what we got
Bounce
here.
off.
Yeah, Brent, I am fucking junk through the middle of something.
Come on, Ollie. You got me. Moment you
Fucking-
shot, I'm gonna let you go.
This car belongs to the fucking junkyard.
Well, they'll probably give you... Jamie's praying. Let's take a look and see what's happening on the camera.
Well, it looks like
Excellent
Looks like
work.
Nick should be looking
Let's
to
hold on to
his
this now. First place.
right here. He's got the DRS under braking. Jamie
Yeah,
gives him
look at
plenty of
that.
room, tucks in behind. Good, smart racing
it goes
there.
in a little bit deep though.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that's tight.
Good thinking, guys.
And it looks like Nick's gonna retain the position. But JB should have some good old DRS. Yes, the rear wing is open. Nick goes defensive.
Go ahead, take it, Brent. Brent.
Both drivers get the car slowed down fine enough as they enter the castle section.
This was my only play.
Just over the halfway mark of this race here. And I gotta say, Ollie has climbed his way back up to fifth. A good recovery drive from
Yeah,
him.
excellent recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's still 3 races to go, so it's still a long ways. Nothing decided yet. Good recovery
Yep.
from him. And Jamie, you know, has a little more wing damage. I heard over the radio, but he's holding pretty well right there in third. I mean, for all I know,
Yep.
Nick could be struggling with some damage too, but I'm just keeping an eye on the gap between us. Nick,
Yep.
I don't think Nick's had too much time in clean air, and I'm wondering if he's got, even with damage, a little pace to work with. He looks very comfortable on this set of tires right now. This just in, we heard a growl from Jamie. Could it be a recurring shoulder injury? Yeah, it's possible that Nick doesn't have any damage and he's just able to really hustle it. Maybe he's got a feel for the track, but nonetheless, still a ways to go. We've seen a lot of drivers have trouble on their own. That's
Yeah, for sure.
So nothing settled yet. I mean, it's even if you have
Is any-
a gap on the next guy.
Is anyone else taking that kink wide open? Just on the front stretch?
Well,
That was
Hell
Dave's
no.
best-selling DVD in 1998. Kink Wide Open.
speaking
That's
of Dave's
sold.
DVDs and CDs, I think Dave actually hit the wall a little bit coming out of the
glass
cake.
that thing next week.
Yeah, Dave's always.
I was
got
just-
the ball coming out of the cake.
I didn't think so, Ren. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit tight with the kink tonight.
We gotta stop.
And
Oh my
So,
god,
so right now, the current running order, we got
Say that.
Josh up front, Nick second, Jamie third, Dustin, Ollie, Brett,
What's up,
Don,
Bob?
Matt, Dave, Gomez running up the top 10, MK, and Randy 4 seconds behind him. So we're a bit past halfway. Dom, what do you think? What do you think what the battles might be shaping up to again?
well, it's looking pretty good for Josh and Nick and Jamie so far to get those podium positions, but I'm keeping my eyes still on Dustin and Ollie. I think there's... I was just watching Safety Dance really attack the corner there and almost go into the wall.
That's what I was saying earlier.
but-
I don't think anyone's safe at this point. Even
Oh, yeah.
any little mistake, and it could be game over. And I'm looking at the
Wreck. I killed
there's
my
a-
car.
Oh no!
Gomez has had an accident. And I'd like to point out, Nick isn't, whether or not by design of Josh, but he's actually starting to cut the gap down.
Yep, it was 8 almost 9 seconds.
It was
so,
it was over 9 seconds about a lap and a half ago. So at the pace he's closing it, who knows? If Josh gets any traffic, this could be a problem.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, as it stands, Josh probably has to be slightly more conservative, I would think, than Nick does championship-wise. Or
Also
maybe it's
watching
the opposite.
gap between-
Yeah.
I'm watching the gap between Dustin and Jamie, and Dustin's actually closing in a little bit too. Ollie's closing in Dustin, so there's a bit of an accordion effect going on here. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough time in this race, but
Well,
there's only 6 laps to go.
See if that helps. Fucking with the brake bias.
it'd be interesting to see how it plays out if what we're hearing on the radio is correct. That timing is scoring Jamie Burns and Dustin will catch it.
Gomez in the pits.
I have a storm in the castle. Killed my car.
Now, importantly, thinking about the sprint race here,
Exactly, just about to say. Look at that, yeah.
yeah, Dave is just outside the bubble there. He's 5 seconds back. He's going to need to pick up the pace in order to get pole if he wants it there.
Yeah, and finishing ninth is like the worst case scenario, I would think, because you're just outside of a real opportunity going forward where, would you believe it, Matt sits in the prime position right now for that.
Right?
Hey Matt, I'll let you buy on this after this next corner.
And we
You're
have
gonna
some
go right. You caught me.
kind of
Yes,
sketchy deals going on over there for 7th and 8th. I don't,
Tactics here.
yeah, I don't know if, I mean, he may be quiet, but is he foolish? We'll find out. Looking back toward the front here,
Oh, look
Josh,
at this! Yes, yes, man.
All right.
He passes him. All
he
right.
wants the spot. There you go. Well, still gonna be front. row.
No, I wasn't gonna hold him off anyway.
Don dropped back to 8th. Is there any risk of him being caught by Dave?
Well, the gap went down by 0.3 there in that little maneuver. If Dave really clicks in some good laps, then we might be able to see that. Look at that, they're still battling. Matt and Don, this is exactly what Dave wants to see.
Well, let's see. Dave wants to see a lot of things. I don't know if this is everything Dave wants to see, but
No, of course not. But on the track, I mean, this is exactly playing into Dave's hands as the gap is 3.6. There's been a massive slowdown for either Don the Man or Matty or both.
Yeah, I overshot the first corner and fucking fucked both of us almost.
and it looks like Dustin is now within 2 seconds of Jamie. Jamie really struggling with that damage. He could be under threat for that last podium spot.
Oh yeah, I've been riding on board with Dustin for a while now, and he's just been running it smooth, managing that time gap between
Good on
Jamie
that.
and himself.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
God damn it.
There's another set of prayers coming from 8th place. Let's take a look and see what's going
Well,
on there.
Yeah, let's take a look at Dave Hook here. Oh man, yeah, Dave is catching
Wow,
Don the
he
Man.
really is catching up.
Yeah, I fucking about knocked the wall down in turn 6.
This is
Oh,
crucial positioning for that sprint race.
Keep it together, Don. Yeah, you need that pole for the sprint race.
Wow.
You know how Dave races people? Just keep that in the memory bank.
Whoa, here we go.
I think it's in our memory bank, my friend. I think it needs to be in yours because he's the one chasing you. He's down within a second now. But, you know,
Well,
you gotta have to play the psychological card. I mean,
Oh fuck.
We will check that in a second. I'm just still on
Dave might
board
get
with
me.
Dave.
Fuck.
everything looks
Well,
fine with
keep
Nick
your
right
head
now.
down, Don. Keep your head down. You gotta make them work for it.
That's the best
But here
battle on the
comes
track
the
right
hook.
now. Here comes Dave.
Ah, fuck.
He's and he
Okay.
turns in. That was ballsy. I don't know who's gonna turn in on
Good
Dave.
stuff. Good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
No issues
Dave,
with tyre
Dave
wear
seems
for
to
now.
really like to
Taking
take
care of
a sharp line going into the corner. Kind of compromises it, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Also looks like Don's throwing car parts out of the thing. I'm seeing wings and shit just flying everywhere.
Here he comes!
Oh, there's a contact! It was unavoidable. It was just unavoidable.
Dave moves him. Dave moves
Wow,
him
it
out
was.
of the way.
I thought it looked like a racing incident to me. That looked like just one of those things. Both guys didn't want to. One guy didn't want to give up the spot, and one guy didn't want to back out of it. So that's the way it goes. Tight track, you know.
Yep.
Wow, unbelievable scenes here. But can Don close in the gap again, or is it all over? And will Dave get pole position? We'll see.
Don's still losing parts of the front of his car, and that's definitely going to slow things down a bit. What I'd like to draw your attention to here, Dom, is Mr. Flannel himself.
Oh, yes.
Now he's within striking distance, and
Yep.
poor
3
Jamie
laps to go.
managed an excellent race here so far, but now what's he going to do with Dustin?
Yeah, this is definitely the battle on track here. And
And
if these
Ollie
two,
can see this. Ollie can
yeah, I
see
was
this all
gonna
unfolding. Yeah,
These
so
two fool around too much. I mean, third place might be up for grabs, but we'll see
we'll
what
see.
happens here.
got
Remember, Jamie's managing some damage.
Jamie's managing some damage, and Dustin's managing all those flannels neatly hung up in his closet. So they're both dealing with some challenges right now heading into the final few laps. We're hearing on the radio that Jamie's whole front wing has been compromised. I wonder if any of that information's gotten back to the team Dustin's driving for.
Yeah, Dustin's got to be licking his lips here, looking at the rear of Jamie.
Mikey.
And we'll see if he gets a run on him here. Not into the castle section. It's a little bit too tight into here to shoot one down under.
He's probably going to be pretty patient because he's looking at the timing and scoring and must know that catching Nick outside of an accident is kind of unlikely. This is his spot. So he really needs to just kind of pick his move, I think, here. I don't know. What do you think, Dom?
No, I agree. The battle is for third and nothing but third. Because Nick
I mean, outside of an accident going on up front, I don't see
This
intention.
car's
and-
fucked. Mikey, I know this. There's been a change for
I
ten.
left my parts up here.
Looks like Randy's trying to hold on to 10th right now.
Yep, I just got a
The
little bit of
coolest-
left.
The coolest
Great
of the
job.
mics.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Okay, let's ride on board.
Jamie's
Fuck.
using the wall to hold himself in right now.
Oh,
Here comes
there we
Dustin.
go,
He's
there we
within
go.
half a second. I don't think he's gonna send it here. I don't. Oh, maybe.
Well, you
Yeah,
never know. Oh, he
he's
does
he's,
send it.
he's positioned
And he gets
himself.
it
Can he get it
slowed down.
stopped? And he's got it. Yeah, that was
Got it.
very well
Good stuff.
positioned.
Look out,
Yeah,
look out, look out,
He was
look out,
just
look out,
enough
look
to
out,
the
look out.
right to give him space, but compromise his line into the corner. Excellent.
But
pass.
hey, look at this. Jamie's got DRS as well. This is a relatively long straight. The speed
Yeah.
evens out. Now Jamie's got a little bit of speed.
I wonder
Is it
what
gonna
he's
be
gonna
enough
do.
time?
He's thought better
Oh,
of it.
position.
Thought better of it. Okay.
Well,
Interesting.
you know what? If the cars stay close, then Jamie might be able to get another run. Ollie is 2.1 back. He can
God
see them.
damn it.
Can't
It's going to
quite
be very.
close enough.
I think it's going to be tough for Jamie as much as he wants it, just because of that front end damage. I think he's going to have a hell of a time staying with him in the tighter section with that front arrow problem. But we'll see.
We'll see.
He's still there. Oh, so
Randy, where
aggressive.
are you on the track?
He
Punch
was
right
so.
away.
Jamie
Start
really
finish
hustled
line,
into the
right?
castle. He's trying. He's
That's
using
it.
all the track to keep that momentum.
Yep.
Mikey,
Not what
fight
I
too.
want. Ooh, red man. Oh, it's Thunder Man.
Yep.
That's why you're asking, huh? Because you're right there.
My
It's
question
gonna be
is, where's the
super close.
detection zone?
Yeah, super close. Jamie's got to nail this little part here, and he may be able to still get that DRS. I don't know.
10 points.
The exit of that corner is just too tough without that
This
front
is
wing.
your final lap of the race.
Oops.
Fuck. Where you going, MK?
No, you got to the last lap. Things look pretty stationary up
There's a
front.
wall to hold me up right here. See there? Man, I'm on the left side of the wall there.
Now. I think the closest battle on the track again is, it appears to be between Dustin, Jamie, and Ollie right now.
Yeah, I'm just riding on board with Ollie now to see if he can close the gap enough.
It's got a lot of
Pick up
damage.
the
It's
position
gonna
too, yeah.
be tricky. But you never know. Somebody could just go into the corner a little bit too deep and
Final lap.
so we are on the final lap. We should be coming to the start-finish line pretty soon. The leader is working his way through the final section. Well, other than that little incident in turn one, been a pretty straightforward race here for Josh. He came away relatively unscathed, a little bit of front wing damage, and had a good run. He's gonna go start to finish there.
What happened though, man?
So there you go, guys. A comfortable win for me in the end. 10 seconds the gap to the next nearest car, but that's not the way I wanted to win it. Unfortunate contact there at the start with Ollie. It still hurts me to see it now, to be honest. It's not the driver I am. I just went a little bit wide there at the start of turn one. There was just a slight rub between me and Ollie, and that just pushed me off into the wall just ever so slightly. I understeered in. It wasn't as if Ollie put me there. It was just the way the trajectory of the car was going. And as I bounced off the wall, I unfortunately bounced straight into Ollie and spun him around, sadly. So I did pick up a little bit of wing damage for that. And Ollie obviously pirouetted around. And well done to him for getting P4, a miraculous recovery there. He had damage sustained as well. And it's not the way I wanted to do things at all. I don't like to do contact or make contact with anyone. But as always, it's the sprint race tomorrow, guys. So I hope you look forward to that chaotic 5-lap dash here at Baku. I'll see you then. Much love.